What are we doing here? This should be in your profile book. First player, you. Why are you playing? And the only reason that I can think of that makes any sense is you're here to win money. We are here to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to make money. That's the only reason I play. I'm not here to socialize. I'm sure as hell not here to meet anybody. Now what my point is that the way you all have to play? No. That's my style. I'm not a very nice person in a poker game. I'm not trying to be. I send out a very nasty, hostile vibe when I sit down. Other people do things differently. That's my style. Is that the way you must be? Absolutely not. You bring your own personality to the game. Just like football is a game of blocking and tackling. Whoever blocks and tackles the best wins. That's the story on Sunday. It doesn't matter who had Tom Brady, who had the high-powered running back. It comes down to who blocks and tackles the best. But what makes one team a championship team over another? A coach comes in and puts in an imaginative offense, a creative defense. He's read his opponents. He knows what to do under pressure situations. He's thought of all these things and assembled the best collection of pieces to win. And then come the game time, they apply them all under pressure, and that's who comes out the winner. It still comes down to blocking and tackling, but that's who wins the football game. Same thing in poker. You are going to be the person that puts together your own offense, your own defense. Sometimes you're playing as a winner, sometimes you're playing as a loser. Your imagination as to what you're doing watching your opponents, your tendencies that you find that your opponents have. And when comes game time, you bring that to the table, and some people bring a very friendly, sort of open environment. Say Daniel Negreanu, excellent player, brings that affable, charming, chirping pool hall hustler, which Danny, I know that's where you came from. That's what he does, and he does it very well. More my style, more my preference of all the newer players, the guy that I hold in the highest of regard, Phil Ivey. A stone statue, very little personality, very little anything, but try and read a tree stump, that's what Phil gives you. He gives you nothing to operate off of, and that's my style. Now, does that mean that that's the way you have to play? You bring your own personality to the game, but make sure you're being honest with, once again, the most important player, you. Bring you to the table concentrating, not you to the table being a social butterfly. Ladies, you have an enormous advantage in this game. A very large advantage. A lot of you think, oh no, I'm so intimidated. No, you have a very strong advantage. You want to know why? Because men are so stupid in poker games. Why? What will they do? They will do one of two things. They will either puff their chest out and come with the attitude of no woman can play poker better than me, like you have to be a real big He-Man to pick up chips and cards and put them in a pot. Absolutely not. That's scenario one. I'm going to out-macho the woman or really try to show off what a dazzling player I am, which once again is not a really objective or intelligent style to play. Number two, the pretty girls. Oh, you're so pretty. I don't want to beat you. Let me show you my hand when I've got you by the throat. But when you've got me by the throat, I keep putting all my chips in and giving them to you. Use it. Use it. It's fair game. You go downstairs or any casino anywhere on the planet and you will see women playing there that look like they just stepped off the pole at the Spearmint Rhino. That's not an accident. That's your fair game. If men are going to be stupid, use it to your advantage. Men, for every move, there's a counter move. First off, get that out of your game right now. A woman is nothing other than another opponent. And by the way, a huge asset in this game is cold-blooded, rational, zero emotional thinking. That describe any of the women you might have dated in your life that dumped you guys?
No.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. They're formidable opponents like anyone else. Also, what is your counter move to that? This is your golden opportunity to say anything you want to a woman as long as you don't swear at her. Meaning that if there's somebody in the game that I call them Yahtzee girl, and they didn't like being called Yahtzee or girl, because, excuse me, I have a name, it is blank, yeah, whatever, toots. Yeah, look, it's up to you, sweetie. Up to you, babe. All night long. Can she do anything about that? Absolutely not. Have I rented a space in her head? You can bet. She doesn't like me anymore. She's not playing objective with me, and I'm playing objective with her. This is something you are able to do. Last of all, guys, get it out of your head. When you see nice-looking ladies in the game, ask yourself this. Do you really want a poker-playing girlfriend? Might it not be cheaper dating a crack addict? Think that one over. Thank you for watching. I'm Roger Rod, and I'm your poker expert for Professorit.com.